Hello everyone, I'm Rian Planos, 4th year Customs Administration student, and today we're diving into a really interesting and important topic, understanding the Anti-Dumping Act of Philippines or RA 8752. Before we dive deeper, let's get this straight. What is anti-dumping and why does it matter? Anti-Dumping Act of 1999 RA number 8752, otherwise known as the Anti-Dumping Act of 1999, which amended Section 301 of the Tariff and Customs Code of the Philippines or TCCP, as amended, provides protection to a domestic industry which is being injured or is likely to be injured by the dumping of products imported into or sold in the Philippines. RA 8752 was signed on August 12, 1999 and took effect on September 4, 1999. Its provisions were adopted in Section 711 of the CMTA. And what is dumping and why it's unfair to local industries? So dumping happens when a foreign company sells its products in the Philippines at a much lower price than what they sell it for in their own country. So at first, this might seem like a good thing because consumers get cheaper products, but it's actually unfair to local industries. So dumping is considered an unfair trade practice because it hurts our local economy and puts Filipino workers and businesses at disadvantage. Second question, what are the three elements that establish a dumping case? So, to prove that dumping really exists, there are three main elements must be present. So, number one is dumping margin. The imported product is being sold in the Philippines at a price lower than its normal value, or its regular price in the exporter's home country. So second is material injury. So this refers to the material injury to a domestic industry, or the current or the present injury or threats of material injury, or let's just say a future injury, or material retardations of the establishment of a domestic industry. So the local industry producing the same products is suffering or is in danger of suffering, for example, such as the lower sales, job losses, or closure of the business. And the third one is the causality. Causal relationship between the dumped imports and the injury to the domestic industry. It refers to overall assessment that the material injury suffered by the domestic industry is the direct result of the importation of the dumped import. Third question, which government agencies are responsible for implementing the law? So number one, we have DTI, or Department of Trade and Industry, for non-agricultural products like steel, cement, or manufactured goods. And we have second is Department of Agriculture, or DA, for agricultural products like rice, meat, or vegetables. And the third one is Tariff Commission. They're conducting formal investigations into the case and submit its reports of findings to the relevant of secretary. Then the last one is the BOC, the Bureau of Customs. They're the one who imposes the anti-dumping duty once a department order is issued by either the Secretary of DTI or Department of Agriculture. And now let's proceed to the actual or documented case of anti-dumping activity in the Philippines. So, the National Steel Corporation, or NSC, of the Philippines filed an anti-dumping protest against Orna Steel Enterprise Corporations from Malaysia in 1999. NSC claimed that Malaysia Cold Rolled Steel Coils, or CRC, were being sold in the Philippines at very low prices, or dump prices, which caused serious harm to local steel producers. So how the case was handled? So the DOF, or Department of Finance, endorsed the case to the DTI, to BIS, or the Bureau of Import Services, for investigations. So after finding enough evidence, the DTI to BIS started the preliminary investigations showing that the products from Malaysia were indeed sold below fair value with a dumping margin of around 25% to 35%. So the DTI-BIS later endorsed the finding to the Tariff Commission for formal investigations. So public hearings and consultations were held, and both the Philippines government and Malaysia were notified about the proceedings and how its effects on the local industry. So the investigation confirmed that dumped Malaysia steel imports injured the Philippines steel industry to local producer like NSC struggled with reduced sales, market losses, and production cuts. So the government's actions helped protect local manufacturers by ensuring that fair pricing was restored and anti-dumping duties were applied to prevent further harm. So this case shows how the government protects every Filipino industries from unfair foreign competitions and ensure that trade remains fair and balanced for everyone. And let's proceed to the last one, the conclusions. So, a customs broker. And let's proceed to the last one, the conclusions or the reflection. So, a customs broker upholds their fair trade by being honest. They must follow the law and regulations. Brokers should understand and comply with the Anti-Dumping Act of 2004 or RA 8752 and all customs rules. This ensures that goods entering the country do not harm local industries by being unfairly priced. And second, educate and advise clients. Sometimes importers may not know that their goods are covered by anti-dumping duties. A responsible broker informs them appropriately and explainable the reasons for the extra duty and helps them comply rather than avoid it. And lastly would be support fair competitions by ensuring that all imports pay the correct duties. The broker helps protect local producers and maintain a level playing field between foreign and local businesses. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening.